play for. Away we go again. Liverpool leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he was quick to react. Iniesta looking to be a menace in the final third. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Now it's Mbappe. Now this could be a chance. He's picked his way through. So much time and space here. Good decision by the keeper, got that exactly right. Peruzzi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Raul. He's had it taken off him. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Stojkovic. It's played through for him. He's having a shot! Distributed tidily. Now it's Mbappe. Well-timed, excellent interception. Schneider. Takes a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Benatia cuts out the pass. So we've reached the hour mark. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Mbappe! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. Liverpool will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Could be danger here. Defending was strong and firm. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace.
Shoot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome. Liverpool couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Oh, it's Raul. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, that's fabulous. Goes for a shot! Raul. Liverpool perhaps contemplating their next change here. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Iniesta. Royce wants to run onto this. Taken back almost at once. And here's Royce.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Cafu gets over and intercepts. Raul. That's gone for a throw-in. And he's intervened well there. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, they could break here. He's shifting through the gears here. He's in a great position here. Oh no, what has happened here? 1-0 as we head towards the end.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Wan-Bissaka. Duke might just make this. Now that's well seen too. Duke. Very much into the last knockings.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, shooting chance!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Habrá 2
Now
minutos
it's
de
Messi.
descuento.
And he's only too happy to take that back. The ball has bounced loose now. Decent chance! That's another chance! It's a goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, you might think I'm being a bit harsh, Peter, but I just can't help the feeling that the keeper should have done a better job. Full stop.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We're up and running then. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
I think it gets a terrible raw deal these days. It's deemed old-fashioned, outdated, but in truth, with the right personnel, it works just as well as any other system or formation. Success can still be had with it, and teams are still winning big trophies with exactly this setup.
Mbappe! He's got away! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Rijkaard does well to get it back. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Spread to the right. That is good strength. The referee's awarded a free kick. And that should get the job done. And it's McAllister. Nice sequence of passes, this. Bellingham with... Bellingham! Bellingham! That is brilliant! A finish of true class! And we have liftoff! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Liverpool finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bellingham.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Could move up a gear here. Looking for options for movement. McAllister unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Iniesta showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. And we have our very first corner. Iniesta goes short. Great chance! Brazil are looking to go forward now. He's had it taken off him. Koundé knocks it into space. Doué looking to receive it in space.
Brazil definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
That is a brilliant interception. Iniesta can see things others simply cannot. Brazil have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Bellingham. Vieira. McAllister. Neymar. Nicely spread. Doué receives it. He's had a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack. That's going in strongly.
He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Rodri. McAllister is always looking to break lines. Vieira.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mbappe, can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And here's Bellingham. Doué is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Now it's Mbappe. Tries to play it through.
Liverpool truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Bruno Fernandes. Great vision. That is good alertness. McAllister aims beyond the defence. It's a searching pass. Nice interception, well timed. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Brilliantly cut out. Now it's Mbappe. Costa Curta. And it's Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe. Big chance! And that's a sharp finish. And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Teremos uma substituição.
Liverpool choosing to make the first change. Brazil are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Cannavaro. Now, can they get him away? Koundé making good progress on the right-hand side. That has been knocked clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
McAllister.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Romario. Showing great feet there. And here's Bruno Fernandes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Caresses it through. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Pass is short and sharp. There will be a throw-in. with nicely by the defence. He's a sharp little ball here. Looks across and plays it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's a lovely pass. Can he finish? And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Bellingham. Koundé. Can he get on the end of this?
That's just playing it safe and simple. Liverpool really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Ambitious ball here. A header! And needless to say, that deserved better.
What a pass. One that literally dropped into his path. It was asking to be finished.
Kimmich. He can run onto that. Courtois getting this one clear. And here's from Mario. Toure gets over and intercepts. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Liverpool certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Camisa 25, camisa 14, camisa 7, camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 20, camisa 19.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball.
Camisa 13.
Stoichkov really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that has left him in a heap. Rafinha is fouled. And he has shown him a yellow card. Cannavaro tries to clear. Now, can they get it back? And the finish! It's a loose ball. It is a corner, good chance.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And it's been taken short.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
has not gone well. Alexander-Arnold. That's the throw. And it's Olmo. Chance! And that really should have been that.
Danny Olmo really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Cleared away. And here's Vieira.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
It's their second corner of the game. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Brazil nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Rafinha. Hazard. It's Hazard! Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Costa Curta has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Look, Peter, what they need now are cool heads and discipline, and instead it looks like they've got a liability in their side.
Chance for a shot! Tries to get it clear.
Well, that was well positioned.
Royce! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Teremos 5 minutos de acréscimo.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Cannavaro. And Danny Olmo. And that is that. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. Things already rolling.
For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that respect.
He does, indeed. And I think he's England's best all-round midfielder of his generation. A ball winner, great distributor, never stopped running, playmaker, and more than a decent finisher too. The only question is, where do you play him to make the most out of all of those talents?
Well, it's Batistuta, and it's Serginho. Knocks it into space. Serginho's cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Silvestre. Passing nice and neat. Iniesta. Aimed beyond the defence. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Good running, strong and purposeful. Mbappe, he's beaten them and he shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Maradona. And it's Maradona. Gerrard. Doué going face to face with his great rival. Well, there's a probing ball. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. And here's Doué. That's a shade optimistic. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Good play through for the wide man. Gerrard. Manchester United are a team that take pride in possession.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. They like to be brave with the ball, get on it, have a go, Peter, try something different. They certainly have the players who are very eager to take that on.
Gerrard. Maradona, Gerrard, looking to play him in. Maradona in acres of space out wide. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And they've got a throw. Rodri. Van Dijk. Rodri.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Just eases him off the ball. Saliba. That's Rosicky. Can he get on the end of this? And that's a throw-in. He's gone for goal! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! Manchester United! And there is your opener. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Tries to pass it through. And he's quick to get rid. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Rosicki. Koundé played down the flank. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Hakimi. Rodri. And it's Hakimi. Serginho. Oh, that's delightful. Driven in. Big chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, that's a fine interception. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that signals the end of the first period. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder today
Liverpool
that
training
parking in
by
area
the
around
tightest
stadium
of
is
margins at
strictly forbidden.
half-time.
Please use parking
It's
provided
been
by the
a
club
pretty
or any other
tepid
paid
display.
parking facilities in
They'll
the
want to
area.
use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. Away we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Rodri gets across and deals with it. Serginho, he has found the way through. And that has put paid to that. And it's Maradona. McAllister. Oh, that's a key interception. Played out towards the right wing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's through here. Takes a shot! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
And he's managed to get free. And that's a simple one for the keeper. No way through. Gerrard.
Liverpool have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Serginho can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It's their second corner of the game. Marquinhos can get it clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. And there's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Hakimi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
550.
Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide. Not the most accurate pass. Well, what about it? It's turned into a real fight to the last. He's found a way through. Rosicki. And this is Batistuta. Neymar. And Iniesta. Iniesta will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And there's green grass ahead of him. McAllister. That's going wide left. And it's lofted through here. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Hakimi. Serginho. And it's Serginho.
Oh, great feat that.
He's shifting through the gears here. Hakimi picks it up out wide.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Messi, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Rodri gets a foot in here. Threads one in. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Pass is just off target.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's picked his way through. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! Into the lead once more. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Impressive job. Oh, he's hit the bar. And that is well cleared. Into the last 5 minutes. Silvestre. And it's Neymar. Stood up well to him there. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He is through here. And he's being shifted off it. And he has been fouled there. And he is going into that little black book.
Substitution in progress.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Hakimi. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, that's... And the shot! Oh, crossbar! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Modern football for you. you get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
And the number on the board is 3. That pass isn't the best. Rodri. Gerrard. Azar. Tries to play it through. Toure kept it up. And that is as much time as there will be. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, you can never predict the results of these games, as your usual indicators like form become pretty irrelevant. It's a tough one to take, but these players have got what it takes to come back from this.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Yeah, just lost his footing there, didn't he, Piero Incapie? Very quickly, Simeone was away. And Declan Rice doing really well just to block that shot. Similar formations, but obviously with a bit of a tweak. Perez down the middle, play very much as a 2, with the 2 white boys.
So, a bit of a slice by Kevin Bryant, the Arsenal goalkeeper, back in his home country. Well, so experienced, approaching 800 games in charge of this football club over almost 15 years. Imagine 15 years in that high-pressure fishbowl.
Yeah. And the team has played pretty much the same way. Of course, the personnel would have changed a lot over that time, but they've always been difficult to break down, hard to beat, really rugged and tough. Always liable to go the distance.
Jerry with the ball down the line to Lookman, who's been a real success since joining from Atalanta in January. He finds Koke, who's intended for Lookman. Declan Rice sees it behind. Arsenal have themselves a goal kick. Defensively very strong, Arsenal. They've probably not scored as many goals of late as they would like.
Yeah, I watched them against Newcastle at the Emirates in London at the weekend, and they won the game. But again, it wasn't one of their finest performances. They chased the EFL crowd, of course.
Atleti have actually been involved in some very high-scoring games in the Champions League this season, including a knockout playoff game against Club Brugge, which finished 7-4 on aggregate. They then beat North London's Tottenham Hotspur 7-5 on aggregate in the quarter-final before seeing off Barcelona.
Just a sloppy ball to get Gabriel there, under no pressure. Gabriel there, just not on the same wavelength.
Llorente with this throw-in. Rubil finding David Franco, who has been troubled by an ankle injury of late. This is Ruggieri in field to Johnny Cardoso. And Cardoso with a chip ball which doesn't find Lookman. Tough to settle down quickly in these big games.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. The onus is always on the home team to really try and pick it up and drive the game. Arsenal just got to make sure they're really solid, they're shape. When they lose possession, they recover really quickly. When they got it, try and keep it.
Alvarez. Trying Greensman. Simeone Jr. Tried to just knock it in behind to Llorente. Lookman. interesting choice actually by Arteta to prefer Ben White to Mosquera at right back. Ben White hasn't played that much football over the course of this season. Here is Lippmann. Saliba with the block. Ruggieri. Gabriel Martinelli. He's done well there, Martinelli, finding Noni Madueke. His captain, Odegaard, who spent time in Madrid, of course, with Real, is a very, very young player. Mendy. And Arsenal really for the first time with bodies in possession inside the Atleti half of the field.
And Atleti, everyone back behind the ball, pretty much from Alvarez.
Oh, Madueke saw a little gap and got through it quite brilliantly.
Oh,
Martinelli lunged at it. Champion was coming in behind him. And his sight of the goal was actually obscured by his teammate.
it was, yeah. Capia is in absolute pole position here to go finish this. Martinelli is trying to reach for it. I mean, it's a great run from him. Lovely work that Noni Madueke, get right to the byline, standing the cross up. Watching Capia, that's dropping to him perfectly on that left foot. But in the end, Martinelli probably just getting in his way and complicating issues, but that's good play.
Well, the first chance of the game goes Arsenal's way. Alvarez to Griezmann. Schenko. Simeone infield to Koke. White coming across to find cover. Lippmann, who has support from Ruggieri. Lippmann infield to Julian Alvarez. The ball. Griezmann, and behind as Giuliano Simeone couldn't quite get onto it.
Really good defending there from Capia there. Nice little spell of possession from Atleti on the left side, then across to the right to Griezmann. Passes a fraction big for Giuliano, but good defending. This is Capria. It's Odegaard with a lovely ball. If that had found Martinelli, then Atleti just might have been in trouble. Yeah, Giuliano did well there. He really got to track that run of Martinelli. Sorrente and Giuliano will make sure that they stay with those runners. That was a clever ball from Odegaard. Very nearly found the target.
Sorrente outright back tonight. He's played in that defensive midfield position some of the season. It's actually against Barcelona in the second leg of the quarter-final. Long intended for Lippmann, but finding only David Raya. It's Odegaard, the captain, to Rice. Semi-finalists that season, of course, Arsenal when they lost over 2 legs to Paris Saint-Germain. You learn from those experiences, don't you, I guess?
You do. Suffer a little bit, certainly taking the ball back a little bit more. So we've been close on a number of fronts now for a good few years.
Good possession here from Arsenal. Rice, away kick. Again here for Arsenal to Odegaard.
It's gentle pressure from Atleti. No one really gets into too many challenges yet. They're just sitting in their block. And to Arsenal, what have you got? Arsenal are just trying to tease them and prize them out. Try and find a gap or two.
Madueke with Ruggieri in front of him. Cuts inside to Odegaard. So tipping ball, which is headed away only as far as Capier. Cardoso, that's nowhere really.
Yeah, he dropped in a little bit short there. He was under pressure there, Johnny Cardoso. He couldn't really pick his head up and find the right pass. I think after that initial 2 or 3 minutes, Arsenal have had a decent amount of the ball. Can reasonably comfortable with it as they move forward.
Into the run of Victor Gyökeres, very well marshalled by Mark Rubio. It's Hanko. That's rather perilous, but it was retrieved. Much another move than that by Giuliano Simeone. It's found its way through Griezmann, whose little pass has not been dealt with for Julian Alvarez. Deflected, struggling to get this away at the moment, Arsenal. As Koke finds Hanko.
Gabriel's giving away about 3 times.
Nerves?
Yeah, and well under very little pressure. Just to let that calm down a little bit.
Cardoso. Okay, Llorente. Deeply 1-2. Into throw in Piero and Capier. As Giuliano Simeone is going to take, approaching the quarter-hour mark.
Johnny Cardoso has gone in towards that near post area.
In goes the throw in, out it goes off the head of Gabriel and given away to Martinelli. Martinelli's ball just has too much on it. The operation gives up the chase with Llorente well ahead of him. Cardoso for Koke. We were talking about it pre-kickoff, weren't we? Out of 734 games tonight for Atleti. Koke, their captain. The score
But serving has been.
It's Alvarez running down neatly, staying on his feet.
Goal!
Brilliant play. And David Raya tips it around for a corner kick. That's superb stuff.
Brilliant play. All round actually. Lovely ball. The first touch and the control. And then the technique. And Alvarez hits it beautifully, doesn't he? David Raya rides to his left hand side and gets a good hand on that one to knock it away. But really nice football all round. And Arsenal, I think, did exactly the right thing there. Gabriel got close, tried to deny him. But it was really good skill. They didn't want to touch him in the box.
Griezmann with this corner kick. David Raya got something on it. For a little bit of pressure, it's come back to Antoine Griezmann. In inevitably really ahead of Gabriel. He misses so few. And now an opportunity for Arsenal to break with Gyökeres. Marcus Llorente is stuck with it. Gyökeres, oh, great block. Brilliant block.
A great run, Victor Gyökeres, wasn't it? Powerful run. It looked like Llorente was going to get back at him, but he kept going, he kept powering on, got his body in, protected the ball, then cut it across beautifully. Martin Odegaard just couldn't find a yard of space. Was denied right at the end, but really good fast break, an encouraging break for Arsenal there.
I think it was Tuabila actually got the contact on it, two defenders lunging at it. Okay. Ujeri, Lukman. Mark reveals forward ball. Trying to find Giuliano Simeone. Free kick is given as he bumped Capier to the ground.
There's that strike with the right foot from Odegaard.
It's quite very strikes you made as well.
Yeah, well, those who hopefully be in, as you say, both getting there. Then seconds before that, lovely hit from Alvarez that's well saved. But it's nice football there from both teams going forward.
Going to the winner with Atalanta and Roland Lukman in a final which he will cherish for the rest of his career. He scored a hat-trick. The victory over Leverkusen. Is cross. They're competing for it. I think there was a push in there anyway. We get counted. Very can't save.
High up the pitch there though, Capier. Cross comes off the right hand side. He's there. Back post just to try and add some numbers in the box. Just a little nudge there for Gyökeres, I think, on Llorente. Yeah, we'll play with this year.
They recruited so well in the summer, Arsenal, didn't they? Not just Capier and Mosquera, who've both been valuable, Gyökeres up front, but also that last season they were over-reliant maybe on Odegaard and Saka, and if they lost either or both, which at some point they did last season, they couldn't really cope. Now, with Adweke coming in, with Eze coming in, they can take the pressure off those players. They deal with their absence much better.
Yeah, they do. You're right. Also got Trossard on the bench. Max down is emerging now. So terrific power, strength right through the team.
Saka amongst the substitutes, maybe that's one of his off-leg. Has Odegaard on the ball now, but he's fit again. Saliba, they're looking for offside here, and it is. White has gone a little bit too early.
Nice run from Ben White again. It's not really his strength, but he's got to try and do it now and again. Just to open up the picture for others in and around him as maybe receive the ball. Just straight the line or two offside there. But I think the tempo of this game is kind of what we expected. Both teams, when they accelerate, when they go through the gears, they look dangerous. And then there's that considered possession that slows the game down a little bit more.
Jan Oblak all the way through to David Raya. Odegaard. Martinelli, Giuliano Simeone was there. Griezmann immediately surrounded by three. Rice for Arsenal.
That's well done. Gets that ball back very quickly there. It's Good play from Arsenal.
Supermendi. Martinelli. Odegaard here. Gabriel for Arsenal finding Martinelli. Supermendi toward the back post. Madueke was arriving. Jokeres was already there. Jokeres got a little bump in the face, I think. It's going to be a corner kick to Arsenal.
Yeah, another good spell of possession. The visiting team there. Victor Jokeres has taken a bang in the face. But they're comfortable in the game now, Arsenal. And plenty of possession. One or two really good moments. And they've got to try and carve out a couple more.
It's the hand of his teammate, Madueke, who did the damage, such as it is.
No.
It'll be an Arsenal.
I'll make a coffee game on.
Start. No one in this season's Champions League has conceded more goals from corner kicks than Atletico Madrid. And I would hazard a guess that probably no one scored more goals from corner kicks than Arsenal.
Just about to say that, Steve. So
Maybe I go finish drinking this. You don't drink before.
Usually Declan Rice is pretty reliable in that respect.
You don't finish.
Approaching the middle.
I will buy another one tomorrow.
Jokeres won't be allowed to play while his
Eh?
nose is bleeding.
You go drink it tonight. Oh, let me keep it for you.
Just catches his face. Be alright.
Let me chop apple.
All the teeth are present correct.
It's very pretty. It's very, very. Mango and coconut water. Why I buy things?
European Cup or Champions League
I
semi-final.
don't know who has it in the kids.
First,
It's in there.
since losing to City neighbours Real Madrid
It don't expire.
9 years ago.
Let me do tea. And then.
And they've got a corner kick to defend here. It's not Declan Rice taking it, it's Madueke. Wilson headed away. Still claiming vociferously, or at least Gabriel is claiming vociferously that he was fouled.
Poor delivery then. Give anybody any realistic chance of making that all important first contact. Yeah. You can see there that Gabriel's, I think, protested to the referee. Okay, good old Ben White there, and then he puts the arm across.
That guy was a match. What happened?
They've always been clever and cute, athletic. The way that they defend and deny their opponents. As I mentioned earlier,
Okay.
lots of teams that try to do it don't do it very well. This team know exactly how to do it.
Handball decision and free kick to the home side. Atleti's number 19 has 19 goals this season. Julian Alvarez. We're sharing it in the chat.
Certainly the last 15 minutes, I think Arsenal have pretty much boxed it.
Yeah, I mean, the other one, we have near.
As you would imagine, and they really expected Arsenal. They'll be backing out really quickly and sharp. Tested them once or twice, but since then, Arsenal have been on the ball far more.
Was a bit hurried as a result.
Yeah,
Possession is one back by the home side.
they like overwhelming them. They need a little too much. Just being in that particular place.
I think because Simeone and Lookman hold the width, and they've got Cardoso and Koke in the middle of the park, Arsenal have got better numbers in there. So they should be reasonably comfortable
In that particular
in possession.
place.
Zubimendi and Rice, that make sure that they cover all the bases. They should get plenty of the ball, those three.
He's Littman finding Griezmann. Johnny Cardoso on the left flank. Here he is back into Griezmann.
Manager, it's got to get good.
Many one club men around football these days, but he's one. That's clear, which was picked up by Capier, whose head has gone out of play for a throw into Diego Simeone's team. Twice Europa League winners under Simeone, Athletic.
Grateful.
Champion. Sherry made the challenge, he hasn't dispossessed Madueke. Luftman and Madueke together. That's really well read by David Hancock. He's willing to carry it himself so far. That plays a good ball into Ademola Luckman. Hancock has continued his run. Griezmann, Luckman. Ruggieri. Volleyed away by Saliba for Arsenal. Ruggieri's cross. Alvarez! Well worked.
Lucky.
That guy was nice.
Very special of the head of Julian Alvarez there to beat David Raya. Decent ball in from Ruggieri. Which they don't really have that really big, powerful centre forward. Only saw not when he comes off the bench. Most of the football is going to go into the feet of Griezmann and Alvarez.
Hey.
Griezmann is such a great conductor still.
Yeah, he drops off the front and he picks it up in behind Declan Rice, and Zubimendi is always very clever. He's never rushed, he doesn't panic the pass, he takes his time with it. So when they cross it from those wide areas, it's going to have to be very good and very accurate, because Arsenal, obviously with Saliba and Gabriel, are always going to be favourites.
Hurried from Puville, but Hanco's header. Do so under some pressure. David Hanko. Mabueke.
Goal!
And he wasn't far away. That's terrific play.
Really good play. It's been sharp, Mabueke, hasn't he? He's picked it up wide and he's got to the byline. He's always trying to clip something into the box. And when he does this on his left foot, he's very dangerous. Really good play from him. Nice and positive. Took the strike quite early. It's really unlucky. Coming back and Novak isn't hanging around. He was flying to his right hand side to make sure he got to that post.
A lot of curl on that lead.
I think Arsenal did a better team for 20 minutes here. And I think when you're having good spells against top teams in Champions League football, you've got to make it work for you. You've got to create good chances.
Hanko just missed the ball, but Sherry was behind him. So just past the half-hour mark, Atleti 0, Arsenal 0. First leg of the second of the two Champions League semi-finals for this year. Arteta hand-waving, gesticulating, living every minute, applauding Gabriel as he nicks possession and finds Odegaard.
How quick they recover, Atleti there. Sprinting back to get back into this solid shape. That's something Arsenal got to do quicker than they move it. If they are prepared to go a little longer, a little bit more direct. And I think they gives Martinelli a better chance.
I think they chop again.
This is Madueke cutting inside and held up by Lookman, finding Rice. Gabriel. Martinelli. Cappy is definitely onside. Martinelli came on and provided just a little bit of magic to provide the assist for the Kai Havertz goal late on in the Jose Alvalade in the first leg of the quarter-final against Sporting. It proved to be the winning goal. Saliba. And Saliba has lost possession. This is Lookman. Alvarez and Griezmann are with him. This is on-time Griezmann.
Why did
Simeone has just wrong-footed.
shoot that in straight? You gonna have it.
Just went wandering with the ball there, didn't he, William Saliba?
Hey, you may be a bad shot.
Was pocket pinched. Very quickly, Lookman and Co picked the ball up. I think Alvarez thought he might have run into the inside position. That's why he sort of gives that one up a little bit. That's a really nice strike from Madueke 5 minutes ago. That foot is curling always back towards that right hand post of Jan Oblak.
Too many players who've represented Tottenham, Chelsea and Arsenal in their careers, but Madueke is one of them. Never actually made it into Tottenham's first team, but he was a Tottenham kid. That's where he learned his trade. Gabriel, Rice, Martinelli, Capie. Okay.
Okay. But do you usually, how do you make your own dish? Do you soak it?
Get it?
Your oppa, do you soak it overnight?
Right. I cook it.
Might be
Okay, but you just be patient.
decided by brilliance, and a feeling that this semi-final might be decided by resilience.
Good point. Yeah. I think as we see there, the
1 minute.
passes completed and the accuracy of those passes Arsenal.
Oh, made 3 minutes.
But these two aren't capable of brilliance.
Oh no,
They certainly are.
Coker. Goes forward and Sherry making the run, but White looks hard discovered. Odegaard was just caught. Superman's pass was slightly off the mark. Alvarez has a shot on here which he took. It was blocked by Gabriel. And Alvarez had tried to win the ball when he was actually.
Alvarez shot
He liked it, yeah. I think he liked the pressure that was applied on Odegaard in the middle of the park, just here. That's better. Again, as soon as you turn the ball over from midfield players, then you've got to be looking to get your shots away. It's exactly what Alvarez tries to do. Capier and Gabriel in particular, they're doing really well to stand up, nice and big and strong, to deny that shot. Arsenal certainly have been more vulnerable in recent weeks than for some time. Just to give that some context, they were beaten twice in 46 matches.
No, I feel like I want to
There's been
put
7 games, they've lost
more of this. I just made very late, so I just made small. I didn't know how it would turn out. And I added the notice. You like it?
Yeah.
I prefer it slightly.
No, it's okay.
Didn't really look again straight to Martin Supermendi. Grown from the home fans, Ben White here.
You like it this way? Or is it too soft?
No, it's okay.
Don't feel like a bit hard.
No.
He joined a little earlier though.
So I will have to make it for you next
Like
time.
this is okay. Da non è una base di
It's Qatar Airlines driving.
ok, na fuel è qua.
Maybe now come take in a day. Nah,
Kata anyị like nji bịa mgbe m bịara UK bi.
Straight ball actually from Capier, that one. He could have just rolled it to his feet.
I don't know if
Give
I
it to him, tried to clip it up, almost play it in behind.
Kata like
go the travel.
Need to do that.
I can't know review with them.
I think Arsenal again, I mentioned earlier
I
about
know with Kata like
3-2 in the middle of the park. I think
yeah,
the way that they're knocking it about that shows.
This is the external. Air host. Air host.
Your friend, you Suka call. Okay. I'm kidding in a service.
My roommate is from university.
Okay, your roommate. Your roommate. With the hostess, and I put his Google.
I want to review one on Nigeria. It is just another house so much.
And I'll Google $9.
Oh, with the Z-Link.
Griezmann
That's
just
what
possessed by Odegaard. That's well worked, Supermendi.
So that's a Martin Odegaard.
Here is Victor Gyökeres. Again, I think Atleti just overplayed there because they don't have the height and the presence in the box from those wide areas. So they're looking for that perfect pass into Griezmann or Alvarez's feet, try and get a shot away that way. But sometimes, it's still got to go in the box. Even if Arsenal have got Saliba and Gabriel.
You guys are going to
Martinelli.
I think I'm trusting that you process US now.
Okay, John, and the hostess.
Supermendi.
What do you mean internship?
Rice.
Normalmente serviço.
Yeah.
Quando nós também no serviço, no video processo para formar. Se de me go na process, eu vou give me advice, please. Give me money.
And as dangerous as anybody for Arsenal, actually, when you think about the whip shot that was
This guy's going to take about this block.
the little run ball to the back post early on in the game, which Nkapie was maybe impeded by Martinelli slightly.
That will be
Into this first half to go.
necessary.
Gabriel Martinelli. Madueke very quickly into that challenge. Hanko spotted the danger early. This is played swiftly. And accurately by Antoine Griezmann away to Giuliano Simeone. Griezmann wants to return. Gabriel got a head on it. Alvarez can't dribble through. Declan Rice took it.
Play something once, Barreto B.
We still have time.
No, they are
just
first
started.
first half.
Denied, but
Nobody else scored.
Nobody has scored. This one, no, they hot like yesterday.
those wide areas,
We score, we
to
score.
try and make something happen for them.
If you wrong, this thing.
And it went over the top of Gyökeres.
What kind of back pass is this?
Hey! When he to that guy, he touched him, don't lie.
Victor Gyökeres had the ball under his control. The challenge came in from behind. It will be checked by Dennis Hickler. The video
You guys should
assistant
just accept
referee.
it. Someone
But
lying.
on pitch ref Danny Mackley says penalty kick.
Yeah, once that challenge comes from the wrong side, then you're always in trouble as a defender. Modern day football now. If you try and challenge someone from the wrong side,
Abro.
Okay.
Victory.
Abra be
Oh, victory.
Abra victory.
But when you know someone
Victory from the back.
Victory.
doesn't matter how much contact there is really, there's no way I can't see that being overturned. I think that is a penalty.
Victory from the back. I did that pressure from the back.
I did really is a penalty.
By the VAR team, and the decision stands.
Because that pressure all that did at the too much.
Clever play, good play from
There's
Gyökeres.
no need for them to have pressure.
Hey, that's another win.
Gets the penalty.
Actually, to the bubble.
What's the chance? This is right on half time virtually.
That's not Atletico
For
Madrid.
Arsenal to grab the lead.
That's not the ARS.
Yeah.
In this first half.
But
It's
today,
the back of the game.
Atletico Madrid.
The 3 penalty kicks he's taken so far this
Atletico
season.
Madrid is the fuck
He
off.
faces Jan Oblak.
No
On the
problem.
spot.
Clean shots.
Arsenal lead in the semi-final.
That was a clean goal.
Atletico Madrid 0, Arsenal 1. Victor
That was a
Gyökeres.
switch goal.
Penalty.
Next time, can hit
Nice and
somebody.
positive, everything you want, man.
Yeah, but they're both keep at try though.
Nice and confident. And
They don't see it coming.
just move towards the ball nicely and hit it really firm. There's that
Yeah.
challenge from Hanko there.
What's your reaction?
Can't do that. You just can't touch people.
Why? So what do you need him to do?
Keep back at it today, not let ball out the shot.
I bought to come and shot.
Gets
But
away.
they are short.
It was a good
The
height
keeper
ball, but
tried.
very firmly hit. But that's a big moment in the tie, that huge moment.
So Arsenal
Not sure they're gonna
strike
do that goal.
first.
Atletico Madrid with the opportunity, but here na Bulgaria.
Do Diego Simeone and Atleti have in response? Now they can talk about it
This
in
game
the
is going
dressing
to be
room
drawn.
shortly, because half time is only a matter of moments away. But they trail here.
So,
Minimum of 2 added minutes.
yeah, na
Occupied to look.
game police. They are just playing rubbish.
If you're eating food, be careful because
Ruggeri, 4 in the box. In it goes.
yep, when you take this food to work.
I think Lookman and Simeone have got to look to take their fullbacks on and get round the back of them. For the likes of Griezmann and Alvarez to try and find a yard as we see the penalty again. Look at that, right between the goalkeeper's hands.
I don't know why this keeper could not catch this.
The ball they are buying in between his two hands.
Atletico need to get in behind Arsenal more. Everything they're doing is in front
I
of
don't
them.
know what to that kind of
Great penalties, the Arsenal fans
What
celebrate.
that?
I think that
No, me
I really do. First 10 minutes was 1 or 2 moments there to be careful. But I think after that, I think
What class of food is this?
the ball and they gradually got themselves into it. I think Madueke has always been a threat. A real lift for them going into the break.
It's Griezmann, but David Raya read it really well. Saliba happy to see him come and take charge. Zubimendi for Martinelli.
That's a chance there. Martinelli's tried to poke that in behind the defender there. He could have actually just rolled it
Once
straight
the
to
goal, the ball gets to that inner rectangular something, the keeper can catch it with his hand.
Yeah.
What of that outer rectangular something?
And the referee blows his whistle. It's half time in the first leg. Danny Macaulay awarding the penalty kick right at the end of the first half for the foul by Hanko Rodriguez, who picked himself up, took the penalty, scored the penalty.
That's in the one is
won the break.
I don't know.
Look at that. Look at that. I'll tell you what, once it was like it for Arsenal, break through at last. And I was saying before the game, it's could be a game of 2 halves. We expected Atleti to lead the way, but it's the Gunners.
I was expecting
to
Atletico
lead the way.
to
The
lead.
Stadio Metropolitano.
Did you take people that will win?
No.
To separate the two sides at the break and the second semi.
The one that did they react?
No, even if they react,
Anyway, Arsenal lead.
It's not leading what you. It's the most surprising thing. But I was thinking that Atletico Madrid is going to lead.
This particular one. How much have you done?
Atletico Madrid is just playing, missing chances. You can't be missing so much chances.
Right.
Three races in and everything has changed. The safety striker, Russell setting the pace until a new name arrives. 2 wins, a championship lead, the youngest to do it. And behind, the fight builds. The racing closer, the battles harder. We've waited, now we're back. And it's all to drive for.
Yeah, we should see. Look at the 7.
He's ready to dance. A sensational season. You have to run your eyes for even missing happens. You know, he's killing on the articles. Big day of European football in the form of the UEFA Europa League. Forest played Villa.
Yeah, because the first, can't go ahead and
two semi-final first legs of that competition.
How many legs can
The Conference League semi-final first legs. Vallecano took on
like hen agba godu
Crystal Palace.
kem he ka agba godu hen agba na be na home Atletico Madrid obido Atletico Madrid bịa na home Arsenal agba ya second leg
Yeah, each ball second leg can you? Two legs can you?
The style of both teams, how they play.
2 legs
When you compare the
first
with Barcelona, you have Barcelona, a team that likes to attack, play between the lines, and here you have Arsenal who stick to their solid defense, try to play the ball from one side to another
I don't think you team.
Exactly big risk, but it was expected in a sense, but I was expecting more from Atletico in the first half, definitely more power, more balls behind the defense, and more attempts inside the box.
Yesterday, you were smiling and laughing. Today, you look very quiet and dismayed.
Very quiet.
Are you entertained, sir?
Entertained? No, but that's a different game. That's the different things. But I would like to see, the speed of the simple passes a little bit better, a change of rhythm, better in the combination. That was a little bit flat as well, the midfield of Arsenal. When I see Rice, Bimendi, and Odegaard, well, sometimes they're like in the couch, especially Rice. Sometimes he has to go between the lines, and Bimendi as well.
So when they did get the ball in the box like this,
that was a good combination.
And is that a penalty?
Yeah, that's a penalty.
Yes.
Yeah. Because there's a clear push as well. First, he's coming is late. Second, he's grabbing in a little bit. Then there is the push. You cannot have all that, and
my baby saw that push.
So yeah, that's a pen. Yeah, he was in front. He used the momentum just to go down as well. But there is a contact.
Well, Nick Sargent is nodding as well in agreement, so it must be a penalty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and I thought this had to go in again. This is well suited.
This is a penalty.
Atletico haven't really shown anything. Big atmosphere at the start. You'd expect them to be really getting on top of Arsenal. They didn't do that. This goal is a big example. There's no tight marking, nobody stopping. And all of a sudden they end up getting into the box where it was definitely a foul. I think they're comfortable with it. I think they're quiet in the crowd.
Just on the penalty here, I mean the pace of Jokeris' strike here is taking the pass off.
The keeper will be disappointed. Right in between the so keeper will be disappointed there. He's gone the right way. And he's got to get it. He's got to get it.
Overall, most Sophia.
I'm delighted for him because we spoke about him at the start. Obviously, he said he missed out on 2 big games before this. And then all of a sudden, there's nothing better than your striker or a player coming in and proving your manager wrong. So I think they'll be happy with the first half, Arsenal. And they've got to make it more difficult. Atletico, they've got to make it more physical. They've got to get on top of them, and they've got to make a game out of it.
What about this one before it, preceding that?
Gabriel here. Is there a shout for a penalty here, I wonder?
I mean, of course, he's holding him, and he's the thing is that he's not unbalancing him compared to the other penalties. So, of course, in certain referee would have whistled that, definitely could have been a clear penalty.
How would you sum up Julian Alvarez's first half for Atleti?
Oh, a bit shy, like Atletico. I don't think they had a lot of chances, except that one, was great. Great movement on the edge of the box, and great save from Raya. But I don't think they take great decision in and around the box. They're not great technically today, and on the flanks as well. Lookman is isolated. Simeone didn't have a great first half, so we didn't see that much Griezmann. So it's been difficult for that. For Atleti, but yeah, it's a game with a little bit more cagey than yesterday. We expected that, and that's the case. But it's a big blow, like they did against Barcelona, scoring before halftime. Julian Alvarez, that's the same.
Remaining small, finish it, so I can watch everything once.
Yeah, when we talk about Arsenal, as well as sideways passing, from both teams really. But the Gunners, by the way, it's great attacking runs here that we've seen in this first half.
Yeah, we're going to need more of that. We know the quality of what he's got, being direct. We saw that, especially last night's game with the two wingers there on both teams. Once again, I think he's growing in confidence. He's quite surprised with the time he's getting, where he can turn and he can run at defenders. Look at the time now, look, he's once again another touch, and he's starting to enjoy himself. Really good effort there, and his left foot was close. And this is 29 minutes on the clock, and all of a sudden Arsenal thinking, well, hang on a minute, we're getting more time and space, and we're actually thinking here now, we're starting to grow in the game, we're starting to get the belief. This could be a big performance for them tonight, and this will go into a big game at the weekend as well in the Premier League. So it's about what Atletico do. Atletico have to make more of the game.
Yeah. Well, we are going to miss kickoff. We'll have to take a quick break and see what happens in this second half, because it's Arsenal who lead the way. Courtesy of a spot kick converted by Victor Gyökeres. Who else? Second half is next. Here's the cross.
Yeah, man. When we're out together, dancing cheek to cheek.
When you stream a match on a legal site, you're opening your life to anyone. They'll gain access to your phone, to your accounts, passwords, and personal emails. They can drain your bank account, steal your identity. They'll know everything about you. Everything. You get pirated football. They get you.
This is the moment you wait for as a sevens player to get the opportunity to run out.
Some people say it was discipline and effort. Can you figure that? Yeah.
It's just majestic. It's another basis. Words are out of vain.
It's the moment I've been waiting for. As a kid, it was all about speed and count.
Okay, that's what you're doing?
No. What doesn't feel much stronger?
Isaac Hadjar is going to Red Bull Racing. Smashing. Otherwise, it's nothing.
E un espectáculo del planeta. Guys, but I am the sound of World Cup soccer is coming to North America. Are you in?
Level report outside the stadium. Metropolitano. Lightning storm. I think there's a spark to life inside the stadium as well. But we need goals today. How do you like the football? Right? Do you want it fast-paced and entertaining, or do you want it to be calculating? Focusing. Two scores further to the west. It's a wonderful arena. I guess for both teams today. What do you do at half time? What do you say? How can you bring back, that spark in the semi-final tie? To go all out, you have to push the players to try to be more creative, to put the pressure on them and in the first half. We didn't see that much. Apart from Saliba, we have some difficulties at times, but Griezmann is coming down too much. We look limited at home and to make a connection between the midfield and the front. So yeah, I'm sure the big thing will have to be looking at them because it's not been the activity that we saw in the previous games. So it's nothing to play for as far as the next season, apart from the Champions League. There's pretty much sure a spot in the competition next season. Just finish runners up in the Copa del Rey. So go for it.
Yes, of course, but you see with Simeone, when he comes back, it's like five at the back, and they're really playing counter. They have the domination, they have the possession, everything else. I think they're a little bit flat in the midfield sometimes. I think the threes of Mendy, Rice, and Nodiga sometimes on the same line. And you see when Mendy just came up, he was really instrumental. So you cannot just rely on Madrid. And so what maybe it could be him and create something different to also something different to Atletico.
It needs energy. Many successful teams now that energy. You look at Atletico need to bring that. You look at Arsenal, got a nice couple of players on the bench, but they didn't change. You can look at the dynamic. You can look at Saka, Jesus, Eze down on the bench, so that's a nice. They will be looking for the second goal. They will coming at half time, they will feel, hang on a minute, we get maybe a little bit more out of it. We will be tired of that. But that's just think at the moment they're quite comfortable. You've got to engage, you've got to make it more physical. That's what you expect. I think it was a really tough game. I think it's been not surprisingly easy, but it just not being a battle. More the game goes on.
Okay, I'm finishing this day now.
And we have to see as well Julian Alvarez a little bit more in the Griezmann. When you look at the front four, we didn't see them that much. A little bit more creativity from Atleti and a little bit more risk as well. From the pitch and less on the edge of the box.
That is my man, isn't it? For Simeone Jr.
You should be one.
I don't know, sir.
There is. Sort. Not yet on, but I think you will be on soon. So what changes? Arsenal have the lead. If it's on, and it has been serious.
I think it is.
Kicking from left to right,
I think
leading by a goal to nil.
Yeah, the last me.
So we now have Llorente and Ruggieri as wing backs, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
Just in the penalty area.
Just about, wasn't it?
If I'm creating a page, I'll just do something like that. Like, you will not see my real face.
I actually think that will certainly help.
Not a baby boy. He go to break the table.
Possession. Got to do that.
This way people that their followers are like 17 million.
If you get 3.1 million followers, do you know, if you get like 1 million followers, see, anything where you talk, na money.
Because of the views.
Yes. Even if you say hey now, Abi, people will patronize you. To like views. Not only that, you make money from TikTok, you create account on YouTube, they will still go and follow, just subscribe. You go to X and create, they will go. You go to Instagram, you understand? The work thing is like building your followers, understand?
There is the substitute Norman with the forward ball to Llorente, Griezmann.
In that, but these two wing, left wing and right wing is there.
Have an impact on the game as well.
Griezmann, nothing.
Spoke about how
No impact. Admit Lookman, isolated. Just Alvarez.
Just been letting in and out the
From
game
that
so far.
not the goalkeeper with the benchman.
Atlantis throw. Saliba with the clearance. Zubimendi for Arsenal. Gabriel.
Okay, once he's in that place, then the goalkeeper cannot touch it with his leg, with his hand.
Man, I'm back pass with Monka. Like, in Robert Stadium, the keep to go with the car.
That's told the name boss, everyone now. When you mean with Akaba, I'm not buying me that in a box, so get me with that.
Here's Griezmann.
I'm not about to any ball as no you put the cookie with that. One of them and then my he. Anyway, you went. You are basketball as normal. Okay, if Arsenal players play the ball back, they keeper won't catch it. But if Atletico Madrid plays, it will fight it.
So it's little moments like that. They also have to keep their discipline, make sure that they don't offer this team
regardless of position.
Back into the game.
Alvarez had Griezmann over it. David Raya just double checking his angles. 3-man Arsenal wall. It is Alvarez. Was not very far away.
Shape on that free kick, perfect, wasn't it? He's hit that so beautifully. You can tell that David Raya has really got a motor to his left-hand side to get anything on this. It's not too far.
It would have entered.
Good pace.
No.
Here to
As a power.
It tried.
It's a very fine effort indeed. David Raya was not stretching for nothing. He thought that stood a chance. Saliba. David Raya goes long. Kanko. Ruggieri. whistle does go back to Oblak.
He's also a good player.
That's it, I'm pretty sure.
Through Sherry, does a flick on from Declan Rice, Coco tidying up.
Yeah,
Foul is given just as Lippmann was accelerating away. Billy is given it a handball. Diego Simeone is hugely frustrated here. Llorente putting in Capia under some pressure. Yeah, that's good decision, David Ryan. Just put the foot through it. Take any risk by trying to pick it up or anything like that. Very tense occasion. They can't chase too hard, Atleti, because if it goes 2-0 Arsenal, they really are in a hole. Griezmann, very clever little header into the run of Alvarez. Now Lippmann, straight at David Raya.
Hey! Smart save. Guys, people really tried though.
Couldn't they just? I think it's an incredible double save in the end.
Double save.
Gabriel gets dragged down that central position. Clever play from Alvarez to Lippmann. There's the first stop. Then Griezmann half-hearted with that one. It's a flop. Yeah, Gabriel. It's Gabriel.
Não vou pegar that attack for down will be. That goalkeeper can just the double.
Some excellent defending to get his body in the way. Corner kick.
You deserve the keeper to tell you I'm going to that for the because if you go to the
What you tell the second one? Second one does about over.
Shots on target. I know that he doesn't offer his arm to the ball.
And as soon as we look at that ball, she made that happy about that over, not carrying a goal. Because the keeper who could have led, keeper Amaro did not see it coming.
They're insisting on handball here. Yep, and the referee saying we'll check it. Well, Llorente didn't hit it particularly sweetly.
They're always keeping their hands behind their back when they're talking to the referee.
And on the back of the Gabriel, let's have another look.
oh, what touch Reneka? Oh, oh, penalty.
Onto his wrist.
Oh, penalty.
And then onto your wrist. It shouldn't be given, but we saw that last one.
Was it the second one?
By Dennis Higler,
oh, penalty.
video assistant referee. Llorente shot, deflecting, and he's going to go and have a look at this.
It's a penalty. It's a penalty.
Well, you think this is going to be given? The hand is away from the body. There might be a little touch, but there's also a little movement of that left hand towards the ball from Ben White. He moves his hand to the ball, and he does. He does. I don't see that much.
You know, we serve the most immediately.
Off the leg there. He's going to give this.
No penalty.
It's a penalty kick.
Penalty.
It's a penalty kick.
Okay.
Well, this is going to be absolutely huge. Victor Gyökeres scored his penalty just before half-time.
And these people already scored with penalty. But it's not the same people.
No, it's not the same people.
Okay,
the other one.
Some people should not miss this goal though. Because the only goal Arsenal got was with penalty. You see, it's true now.
Alvarez is now.
conclusive that from the angles we've just seen.
Remember the Julian Alvarez penalty with the double touch, which meant the rules were changed.
They were.
They don't go.
Well, up steps the Atletico Madrid striker Julian Alvarez facing David Raya. This is a massive moment in the tie. Alvarez, 4 successful penalties, 5 taken this season. This to level it up.
The keeper don't shake. The keeper don't see ball. The mirror don't see ball. You don't see the ball. You don't see ball. You don't know what ball about it. What's your name? Ball You don't see ball, save. Jesus Christ. If you don't move,
How can I afford those? Some people will take time before they will score, but the guy did not take so much time. How can they make go?
I don't know where.
The ball just
When he play ball.
Like the ball, the guy just played immediately. You know, some people go take time before I for the ball. I think most people